Hey everybody, it's Felicia Stitzel with Vintage Vine, and I just wanted to send you a quick little message now that we are on the 12th day of the 12 days of Christmas, just to kind of talk about the rules for social media. So I have been talking to a lot of wineries this year, and one of the things that I have heard a lot of times, especially from smaller wineries, was that their daughter, their niece, their son, their cousin, somebody in the family or friend of the family has been doing their social media. And in some cases, that's great. My mom, for example, she runs a couple businesses in Alaska, and is somebody who can say, my daughter runs my social media, because being somebody who is trained in the area of social media, she can get away with that one. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because a lot of thought processes when it comes to doing social media is that it's not a major role. People aren't dedicating the time and maybe the salary or the advertising budget or whatever the case may be. They aren't giving it its proper due. And I've noticed that kind of disconnect when it comes to social media is that, back in the day, before social media even became a thing, was that wineries, businesses, corporations, they all had a dedicated person for their marketing. They did it for magazines and news articles, and they had press releases, and they had billboards, and they had flyers, and they had a graphics team, and they had an editorial team. I mean, they had teams of people in order for them to do their jobs in the marketing. And they had a marketing director, and that was their job, was to make a plan and to see and oversee that plan was actually put into motion. But now with social media, because social media is so accessible to everybody, that it's almost like the importance of the role has gone down. And I just wanted to send that a quick little video. I know you guys are all getting ready for the holidays, but I just wanted to send out that social media is not a part-time job. Social media is not something that can be done by your granddaughter, your niece, your cousin, your son, daughter, whatever the case may be. Yes, they can do it, and they can fulfill that need until it starts getting to the point where they are out of their depths. And sadly, for a lot of businesses, including the wineries, businesses can't identify when that depth is. They just kind of go with the status quo of what they've always done, and actually they end up hurting themselves in the long run and actually decrease in their audience and their overall awareness campaigns that they can do. So something to reconsider, especially going into the new year, is that if you are doing social media as a part-time thing, don't. Because there are so many ways that you're actually going to be stepping backwards in your overall goals for what you want to accomplish for your marketing, for your wine sales, for all of these different things. If you don't have somebody on staff or in your family even who is trained to do social media, give them the training. Social media is so accessible. You have so many different outlets and ways to learn and to train your staff or even yourselves but it's something that cannot be not done. You have to be implementing social media. You have to be doing it, because that is where the going trends, and it's not even a trend, it's a staple these days, that is what you have to do in order to be successful in business. So something to think about for the new year. 2019 is going to be a great year for everybody. I know it. I feel like it's going to be a lot of those miracle years that we hear about for the vintages. I'm so excited to see what all these wineries are going to be putting out. But just keep that in mind, that if you don't have somebody on staff that is trained to do social media, give them the training. Find the training. YouTube it even. I mean, there are so many different ways that you can train your staff. And if they already have so many responsibilities, they're already wearing so many hats, hire somebody who is a professional. They are trained to do this job and only this job. that's my little note that I wanted to leave you with today. So I hope that you guys all have a fantastic holiday season. I hope your 12th day of Christmas goes fantastic. It's a really happy Wine Wednesday, and I will check in with you all next week.